Does she listen to the podcast?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to put her up on game though.
No, don't put her up on this one yet.
Nah, she real though, so she not gonna be on though.
Well, she on some real life bullshit.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Front Porch Talk Podcast 734 show, where our sisters and brothers can keep it funky 24/7, 365. It's your boy Frank, loud as fuck as always, and I'm back fooling with my partners in crime with AK to the right of me.
Yes, sir.
Got my boy Chuck to the left of me.
Thug Life, Northside Mafia.
And I got Big Tiny holding it down right across.
What up, though?
And we are going to be here to give y'all another great episode of black podcasting and a black platform. But what's up with it?
Gotta excuse me. It's very loud.
He was taking his medicine, y'all. Don't worry about him. You know, he Puerto Rican and stuff. He need his medicine.
Black or Rican.
Black or Rican.
We all consider minorities, but it ain't even the truth. We ain't the fucking
It's all
minority,
tribal,
we the
man.
majority.
Yeah, really, exactly. Exactly.
And it's all tribal.
If we gotta be fucking African American, they American Africans. Shit, if they white, they American Africans. That's what we gonna call them. Y'all infiltrated.
We're in Southern Europe. No.
European Africans.
Yeah, no.
And
You
then
mean
they-
North Africa?
European Africans. Shit, American
European
Africans.
Africans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We African American because that's where we came from. So we got to be African American. Y'all European Africans. We don't even know if y'all came to America because y'all just went straight to Africa and stayed infiltrated.
That's a good one though. European Africans.
Now, what's some title said? It said, mummies discovered at the burial site. Like, oh, y'all discovered dead bodies at a burial site.
Oh, wow. Surprising.
How?
Make it make sense. Why are y'all going to fuck with shit? Y'all are releasing spirits and everything into the air.
Man. It's like them. Hey, that's
Leave King Tut alone.
He ain't doing nothing to you.
They're trying to denigrify it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're trying to get all the Negro symbolism from wherever in Egypt and everywhere, so they don't think it linked back to real Africans.
Yeah.
But Egypt is in Africa.
Exactly.
You know it's sad when they rebooted the Mummy and still made it with white
Yeah.
folks.
Right. Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise character and shit is cool. He can be white. He can be the explorer white man, but you can't go back in time for the back in time scene and still have just light ass people in that scene. Like that's bullshit. Like, and there's plenty of people you can find, actresses that can be global powerhouses for you. Like they be blaming it still on going to the studio and getting money, but fuck that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I was watching the BBC documentary series on like ancient African civilizations, and South Africa had what we call Zambia, I think it was called, where they really thought for like 100 years or something, and that white people had come down from like Europe and set up a civilization in South Africa. And them niggas lied for so long. They even had white archaeologists come in, like a woman, and she said, "Nah, like this was black folk. Like they built this shit." And then all the dudes was like, "Nope."
They didn't want to believe it.
Nope, they didn't want to believe that.
Look, we've been tricking y'all for years.
Yeah,
They probably killed her.
We don't want to believe that shit, bitch.
Right.
Get up out of here.
I'm telling you, they don't want. They denigrify it. So I need y'all to take that word with y'all today. Denigrify. That means taking all links to Negroes, African heritage, out of anything that is popular or popping to make civilization great today.
Yeah, that's some real shit. I mean, you got to think about everything. I mean, like we was talking earlier, hip hop and African is in everything.
I'm telling you, I'm about to patent that word.
Like Paul Mooney said,
I'm getting paid off that.
if y'all don't like Africa, then we all going back to Africa. We taking the big butts and the big titties back with us. All that shit came from
Wait. Y'all see they starting the NBA Africa. The first, NBA Africa. They starting it. It's the first
kind of like the D-League type thing.
It's the first NBA league outside of North America.
That's ill.
But why is it in Africa though?
Because they know.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't tell me a black man ain't invent basketball.
They know.
Can't tell me.
But no, there's old photos of civilizations that had a game with a hoop and a ball. That wasn't just like the gist of a game of straight basketball, but there was a part of the game where these ancient civilizations, you had to put that ball through a hoop at some point. Like, so that is show. You know what I'm saying?
Basketball.
But I'm sure the white man who made basketball saw them pictures and thought,
no, the white man just
like
came up with
anything
the
else.
name like, oh, it's a basket and a fucking ball. Basketball.
Period. We make the names anyway, so we make the language anyway. So shit, we can call it whatever the fuck we want to call it.
I mean,
We was probably telling them it was called basketball, but they couldn't understand African.
and there's many languages that are in Africa. There isn't an African, by the way. I'll take that fact.
In one
also.
country, they speak like 20 languages.
And let's get that straight right now. There's so many dialects and languages in Africa.
Too many to count.
Yeah.
British English.
And by the way, Africans are the only ones that are 100% human. Everyone else has some Neanderthals, some other mixtures of DNA.
Yep.
I agree.
I'm a human.
I agree.
So
You said I'm a human.
Hey, so we rest of us aliens, huh? We just walking
For
around
real.
looking like Marvin the Martian and shit.
Yeah, because niggas definitely got a little Caucasoid in them for sure.
Yep.
Well,
Shit,
damn.
for real.
My choice.
My dad's
Wait.
great
Look.
grandfather is a white dude.
Well, shit, if that's the truth, then
I mean,
I
straight
don't
the
know.
fuck up.
Then,
None of us.
maybe they can
Oh, yeah.
play basketball, Africans. We all aliens, and they ain't aliens. That's why LeBron and them so good. We aliens over here.
Got a
That's
little
why
bit
we
of that
so good at all
Neanderthal
these
in 'em.
sports. Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
LeBron definitely got some.
That's why
Neanderthal.
all them stories of gods and shit is us. Man, all of that. Tell you, that nigga LeBron would have been the nigga back hunting the lion down, dog.
Hell yeah.
That's what LeBron job. Davian Clowney.
Jumping in the tree, snatching that motherfucker out
Right.
the tree like,
all
hey,
them
come
niggas
out of
bringing
here.
back lions and shit for us, nigga. We just regular niggas in the village.
You know what the most terrifying shit I ever heard was? I heard somebody was talking about humans and like in relation to animals, like where we are. They was saying, think about this. Think about this. You a lion, right? You in the jungle. You see like 4 or 5 of these skinny niggas coming at you. You like, what the fuck is going on? So you just kind of like creep off. 20 miles later, here they come again, creeping off. 20 miles later, here they come. People will walk you down to the end of the earth. Like there's no other animal that would chase you to the end.
That's
of the
why I
earth.
say we are worse than
Yeah.
animals,
That
and I hate when
that's-
people try and
that's so
compare us,
real,
dog.
dog.
We're ridiculous.
All animals, they try to fly away and go somewhere. Like, damn, these niggas followed us here too. Shit, damn, we gotta make another move.
Yeah.
They taking over everything.
Animals will actually give you a fucking warning.
You ain't lying.
Before they attack.
They'll give you plenty of warning, like, dog, stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with the area. Gone. Like,
Right.
Y'all gone now. You're gone now. Here, get.
real. But speaking of Lions, what's up with Colin Kaepernick and this supposed settlement? Because some people feel he's a sellout. They looking like it's a lion.
But I mean,
For those
he
for
sued them
people
for a collusion case, though, right?
for people that don't know who for people that
man,
don't
Eric
know
Reed.
who Colin Kaepernick is, he is a black quarterback that
If you
took a
don't
stand,
know.
took a knee during the national anthem, and they blackballed him out of the NFL. And he just won the case proving that they did blackball him out of the NFL. So for my
Correction. He didn't win the case. They settled.
same thing, he was going to win
It's
anyway.
not
Not the same
He's
at
not
all.
the same. It's a big
Anyway.
difference in a
They
win.
know what they're
The
doing
thing-
with that.
But,
My
but usually
thing
when
is-
they settle, they know they got their
But
ass.
look, this is my thing with it though.
To dry.
How can you wait? But how can you be a sellout if that is a personal matter? It ain't got nothing to do with the big picture. That's your personal issue with the NFL. People making it seem like that got something to do with the charities that he's been raising or what he's bringing awareness to. Has nothing to do with that whatsoever. That's his personal matter from his job that he was doing. So if he gonna settle out of court for $80 million, that's what he decides to do. Maybe he can do more with that money with all he's doing for the communities that he's doing it for and bringing awareness to. That's the problem that I have with people talking about, well, how is he a sellout?
Right.
He never said, y'all need to stop kneeling now. No, that has nothing to do with this collusion case. That is personal matter because he wasn't getting his checks no more.
And let's just say, it wasn't even just him in the fucking lawsuit. It was
Nah.
Eric Reed,
Eric
too.
Reed,
So
and
he
he
got
just
to
signed a
do that. You
3-year
know what I'm saying?
deal.
Like,
Yeah.
they both got to take care of their families. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of
And Eric Reed has still been playing, and he has been drug tested like damn near every.
It was something crazy, like
And he
11
been,
times.
Yeah, he's been
in
drug
4 weeks
tested
or something.
Yeah, he's been drug tested a ridiculous amount so he could try and get pushed out of the league to try and catch him up on something.
Yeah, like y'all just trying to catch me so you can not play. Like that's crazy.
But I do not feel he's a sellout personally because I know he'll do some great things with that money. He can put a lot of that money in different IRAs and build great programs for our future. I just feel it would have been dope if he carried it on because you carry that on, man, and you get a win later on, then you got these owners that got to give up their teams.
Yeah.
You hope to see that happen. They would have to give up their team. You know what I mean? Because that money to them ain't nothing. I'm confident in Colin. Like, he's not going to blow it. He's not going to do any dumb shit. But we got to start our own leagues, man. That just come back to us having to start our own shit, as always.
But then another thing, pockets might not have been that deep. You know, you got to pay them top-notch attorneys to go against the top-notch organization, and you know they gonna prolong it. It's a black man going against the judicial system.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There's no guarantee you're going to win against them. Niggas is billionaires. They got long money for lawyers.
And people just be making it seem like, oh, yeah, well, you don't know how much money that man got, how much he want to keep paying them lawyers he got.
What do you think the NFL was covering up?
That we're not trying to fucking sign this
Yeah,
nigga.
that they were sending text
Fuck
messages
him,
between
fuck
owners
all
that
of this shit.
they didn't want to. Nobody should sign him because they didn't.
Tired of all these players doing this shit.
And then the thing with Colin Kaepernick, I think the settlement also proves for him is that y'all know I wasn't bullshitting. Y'all know I'm not full of shit. So this proves the settlement should prove that you know that these motherfuckers is crooked.
Yeah,
you
as
know
a
what they was
PR
doing.
win, this is
So
a
for
PR
all them
Yeah,
people,
it's a PR win.
for all them people that were saying, "Oh, he's not good enough," he's not that. What? How you not say he's not that good? He was good.
Yeah.
He was a good quarterback.
How many quarterbacks you know took their team to the Super Bowl? Not too many.
No, not too many.
Not only that, but
That's what I'm
Go-
saying. So I mean,
and they lost on the last play. Like it came down to the very end.
yeah,
So
exactly. And the year before that, they was in the NFC Championship and should have been in the Super Bowl. So it wasn't like he was balling.
you going against 32 some of the richest people in our country. Like, their sports teams are the third or fourth thing they make money off of.
exactly.
They use that to entertain their other rich ass friends and go on play dates and shit.
Exactly.
So like they would have took 10 to 15 years for the case, not gave a fuck about that, and then if they would have lost, they would have been like, nigga, we gonna pay you this certain amount every year. So you nigga would have got paid like they would have paid him out until he
Annually.
died.
Yeah.
Just to be assholes about it.
You get 2.2 every February. It's like, no.
Black History Month, right on the first, nigga.
Like I said, he should have been playing over some of them quarterbacks that was playing. Like, come on, man. We pulled out Mark Sanchez for real. We went and picked him up. Like, I understand he knows systems, so that was his benefit. Mark Sanchez, he's been in a lot of different systems.
I'm
But
not buying it.
I'm just saying he has been, but I'm not over Kaepernick. No, we not.
All I'm saying is, before y'all call him a sellout, check on what the fuck you doing for your community. And,
Exactly.
you know, are you helping out? What are you doing?
Not just sitting at home talking shit on the internet.
Right. You can't sit up here and tell me,
Because 80 million do a
hey,
lot.
man.
Hold on, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
Why you talking shit to him? Are you raising your own kids? Shit.
80 million do a
I was on
lot.
the internet researching, like, how do you start a credit union? And I'm like, shit,
Duh.
like, can we get to Kaepernick? Because
Bruh.
he got money to start something.
I will add, Cap, just throw us 5 bands right now. Give me 5, watch what I do. 80 million, that is some money. And like I said, he's been very good with the programs he started. And he has people in his corner. Like, so that's one of those things you got to check into. You can't be counting on this media to give you the report on Cap, man. Come on now. Like, they didn't even give y'all the whole story on that from the jump. Bless the body, though. Bless Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reed and all the other real athletes who done held it down out there for us and people who using their platform. What's funky with you, eh?
The girl, I forgot how, I think he was talking about the Tupac movie. I was like, oh, did you see the Tupac movie? Chick I work with. She's like, nah, I ain't seen it. I can't really mess with Tupac because he just disrespect women. He don't know how to this and that when he start going up. She was like, now Biggie on the other hand, he don't know how to disrespect women. Like, what? Like, what is he talking about? So I'm like, so I kind of looked at her boyfriend. I'm like, she really don't know what she's talking about. Like, so I just didn't even say that. Like, I can't even argue with that. Like, I'm gonna leave that one alone. So, you know, I should have do it. I have the heart to send her all the Keep Your Head Up and all them Dear Mama and all them songs that he did and the songs that Biggie has never done. What song has Biggie done that's like Keep Your Head Up or Dear Mama or any of that?
Sky's the limit.
I mean, that's the closest we can. That's the closest we.
That's the closest.
I think our shooter's reaction summed that up.
So a lot of people don't know. Big Tupac was I mean, before he went to jail the first time, when he was in jail, I mean, he was a poet. He was trying to do shit that was uplifting. When he went to jail and they started talking shit about him, and they started assassinating his name, he was like, okay, fuck that. I'm gonna come back out with that same energy that y'all had against me, and I'm gonna be ruthless and get this bread. That's why he was the way he was, and he said that in the interview, low key. But what do y'all think about somebody saying, like, is it really that big of a difference? Like, how do you not?
No,
Is she just super clue like that?
Hell, how old is she?
25,
That's
maybe?
why.
6?
That's why.
Anytime
That's
somebody
why.
says something like that, you know they haven't heard a CD before.
Exactly.
All Eyes
I was
on
so
Me.
confused. I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, she doesn't know how to. Told her Biggie doesn't know how to disrespect me. What the fuck are you talking about? If you hear most of his songs,
Do she listen to the podcast?
nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to put her up on game though.
No, don't put her up on this one yet.
Nah, she real though, so she not gonna be on though.
Well, she on some real life bullshit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Like, nigga, Biggie ain't never made no Brenda's got a baby.
None of that.
Keep your head up. Dear mama.
None of that, dog.
None of that.
Biggie used to say, fuck my mom.
Biggie on mama called him out for lying, nigga. How
Exactly,
your
nigga.
mama gonna call you out for
Like,
lying?
nigga, no, this nigga had food and everything every day. Nigga, he had clothes and all that shit. ready
Biggie
to
mama
go.
like, nigga, you ain't miss no holiday, birth, nigga. What?
Stop lying, nigga. You talking about
It
somebody
might
else,
not
like-
have been the shit, like,
Hey,
but
no,
whoa.
but Biggie Mama Jamaican. No, they don't let you slide.
No, that's real though. But that's a lot of rappers' problem now though. A lot of rappers want to like go that extra mile. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, we all in the same boat, my
Yeah.
nigga. Like, I understand you trying to be creative and artistic, like, but sometimes it be like, yo, you gotta chill with that shit. Like,
That's like shit. You hear some of them Tupac songs, nigga. You damn near change your whole emotion, your whole everything changed. Nigga.
I can't listen to Dear Mama.
Like
Me
Biggie.
either.
Biggie, his lyrics is out cold. Don't get me lying. Like Tupac says too, but like but as far as emotion and how somebody feel and life changing songs, like you hear a Tupac song, you remember where you was at and where the first time you heard all that shit. Like
I can't listen to Hit 'Em Up at work.
you get too hype.
I be
Yeah.
ready
That
to
Black
slap
Aretha.
everybody.
That Black Aretha.
First off, fuck
Yeah.
your bitch in the clique you claim. Northside, nigga.
Hey,
Listen, shit, I'm telling you, there's quite a few songs I can't listen to at work. I gotta change them, dog,
Yeah.
for real. Especially when the earphones be on. That's why I mostly just listen to myself. Like, I'm just gonna listen to me. I know I'll be calm on some cool shit. I can't listen because it was another day. It was Lil Wayne and Gucci. That what's that?
all that. Fuck these niggas. Everything but these niggas.
Nigga, that's straight
walking up
workout
the
music.
hall.
Fuck these niggas.
And cut
Hey.
these niggas.
Fuck these niggas.
I swear I care about everything
Fuck
but
these
these
bitches.
bitches. I couldn't listen to that at work. I said nope.
It's
Gotta
Gucci,
change
Gucci,
that.
something, 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 something. That
Really
nigga was
can't,
going
yeah.
in though.
You really
nigga.
can't- I really
Gucci
can't
was
listen to
snapping
no
on that.
Gucci at work though.
Yeah.
Gucci.
Gucci
got you too
late,
turned.
I mean,
Gucci
the new
gonna
Gucci
bring
I
you
can
down.
listen to, but
Gucci gonna bring your intelligence level down to his, and then
Yes.
it gets reckless.
Yes.
Gucci,
Cut
I
a
never
finger
said
off.
Gucci was the best rapper, but he always made great
He
music.
do.
Wait. You
But
said Gucci was the
I
best?
never said Gucci was the best
Oh,
rapper,
okay.
but he always made great music.
Yeah.
I did leave out some crucial evidence though.
What?
She is from New York
Yeah.
though. Like from,
Oh.
like maybe
from New
maybe
York?
that's what
The
it is.
girl
Like
from
she
New York,
yeah, like
too.
she from New York.
So
like,
is
something
Tupac.
Like maybe that's
Yeah.
what. So that's all she listened to. Like
Okay.
been brainwashed.
That
Didn't
explains
really.
everything. That
Yeah,
explains
like
everything.
I'm like okay, maybe that's what it is. But still, like you know, I guess we in the Midwest, so we get exposed to everything. Like
Yeah.
She only 25?
yeah, I
She
think
was like
25,
Yeah, she knows
20,
nothing.
25,
She knows
26.
nothing.
Yeah, like,
They
She knows
just she just
nothing.
know about the movies.
She just
Yeah.
know about
Singles
what
she
she
hear.
hear.
Yep.
I'm like
The popular
man.
song.
I will say,
Yeah, because we was
I will
young when
say-
they was old. That's true.
Right.
Ready to Die. Ready to Die was probably the only Biggie album that I listened to, and I'm like, fuck, like this
Oh,
was like.
Dog.
Yeah, I mean his music is amazing.
But you gotta.
Then it's
I
like
always
one,
love Biggie
but it's
songs.
like one album versus 8.
That's the and that's the
Exactly.
point. That's
That's real.
that's it.
That's
But it's like put that one album up against those 8. It's only better than what? Maybe 1, 2?
All right, so you got to name 8 fucking Pac albums that are all bangers. Because I'd say 2 or 3. The rest of them had like double discs. You know what I'm saying? That-
You wasn't
was
what are you
done.
talking about.
Well,
Until the end of the time, that whole double
Yeah.
disc was on point. That's 2 CDs.
All Eyes on Me is a double disc, and that
was
shit is
fire.
the truth.
Fire, I agree.
Every song is the truth.
3.5.
And
We'll go
niggas be
3.5.
running to
That's
give
4
P.
albums.
Niggas be trying to run and give P that double dish shit for getting Pac was doing that shit. Like
Shit, Machiavelli. I mean,
Nigga,
that's one of
Machiavelli,
that's one of the only CDs you can really hit play from the
a
beginning.
lot of niggas ain't never heard
To the
his,
end.
his like first fucking CD just because niggas don't like listening to old CDs. His first CD is fire for some shit back then.
Yeah.
Like that shit is fire. Not only that, but like like my mom, like Tupac was one of the only rappers like my mom would fuck with. Like, cause you gotta remember for their generation, like nigga rap, they saw rap music get created, so they ain't fuck with all rap, especially gangster rap coming, the gangster rappers. Like, but my mom fucked with Pac. She'll fuck around and say that's her baby daddy. I'm like, well, where the child support at then, nigga? Cause
Bring that moolah
well, I'm trying to go on tour too then. So, but like I can't even listen to Dear Mama. Like,
in. Yeah.
cause like my mom gone now, like, and I can't even listen to Dear Mama without getting like all in my feelings,
Seriously,
dog.
me too.
Like, cause that shit is like
All eyes on
life.
The words he just
me. All eyes on me was better than
That
Ready
is
to
like
Die.
my life in
Yeah.
that song for.
Mine too.
You argue that.
All eyes on me was better than Ready to Die.
Yeah. And I fuck with, and Biggie is Biggie tight. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's that shit where a nigga put in that work, like a nigga put in that work, and you can't just hold that work.
Well,
like,
yeah, Pac was on a different level.
you can't just
artistically
hold
from
that work.
everyone.
Pac was the nigga that taught niggas,
From
man, you gotta
every-
write, nigga. We gotta go in the
Yeah,
studio.
he
We
was
gotta
the one
be
who
ready,
started
nigga. We gotta
100 fucking albums. in the
record
vault.
this shit.
We ain't sitting
Me
here
Against the
all
World
day.
was
All
better
this
than Ready
money.
to Die.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
The song?
On that album.
Album. You don't know about that. See, that's what I'm saying.
Not
I
only-
know about it. I'm
Not
just-
only
Yeah.
that, but Pac had collab. Like Pac's collabs was. I'm sorry, nigga, but the Outlaws and Big Psych, them
Yeah,
niggas
I
was
hear
better
you,
than
yup.
fucking Junior Mafia.
Oh, yeah,
and
man.
them.
Oh, hell yeah.
Flat
Of
out.
course,
Like,
dog.
I don't
Yeah.
care. Like,
Yeah, Dream Mama just some tag along.
yeah. Oh,
Lil Kim sopping up all them. Never mind, let me shut up.
You already said it. What you mean?
Throat game all the way.
Bust down Tatiana.
right. You need to tell her who Little Kim really was to Biggie Smalls.
Why she
nigga.
do herself like that?
Looking like gold dust. Looking
Why did
like
you do
gold
She
dust.
look a little better now. She got it.
But I guess they said right when she got
it
the surgery,
reconstructed.
the nigga beat her ass, so fucked her shit up. Right after she got the surgery, so fucked her shit up. Like, so that's why her nose and shit all fucked up, nigga.
She looks different now. She recently just got it reconstructed. She looks a lot better now. Have you seen her recently, like in the last couple weeks?
Nah,
She looks a lot better.
I
She
haven't
was
seen
so
her last
bad
couple
before
years.
She did that wild.
Yeah, she didn't need
In the
none of
beginning,
that.
yes,
She
she
ain't
was.
need none of
She was
that.
so cute.
She ain't need none of that.
Young little thick chocolate hood rat, like, hey, you
She ain't
straight?
need none of that. What's funky with you, Chuck? Funky on the north.
You know, I'm Northside Mafia, Thug Life. 734 H Deuce. It's Fifth Flame. Check me out on iTunes. Everywhere. All the major outlets.
Hold on, can I say something real quick?
Look on the website.
That nigga Chuck probably had the best album for all you rap niggas around here. I just want to say that. Top
Yeah,
three
it
at
was
least.
surprisingly good.
2018.
I
Who
was
produced
like-
that stuff? Who produced
Of
it?
2018.
B Team and Dilo. You know, Dilo got it. He produced a track on there. And Mace Diggs produced a track on there. He produced Party.
Ooh, damn.
Mace Diggs produced
Yeah,
Party.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I love
keep
them.
it all
Small area.
Just so y'all know, it's about what you're saying, but you gotta have a good beat and rhythm too, and it gotta sound
yeah,
nice,
that's
or it don't. I'm sorry, or it won't even connect at all, and they will just instantly turn it like, up on to the next one. This shit sound like some bootleg shit.
No, what I wanted to
Ain't
talk
gotta be
about.
a real nigga.
Talk about my fucking file today.
Gotta be a real nigga too.
I just want to.
Talk about what you actually doing.
I don't be trying to hit deers either, nigga.
Exactly. I was about to say the same shit,
That'd
dog.
be my only
Nigga, me
fear.
and you was thinking the same thing, dog. You was thinking the same thing, dog. So I'm going, I guess it was south. You know, car was coming north. The deer was like on the left side of me, so I guess it would be east. And I seen the deer, but for some reason, I saw like a shadow. For some reason, my body told me to duck, so I ducked. I don't know why. I don't know why, dog. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Like
Sports shit.
instincts, I was ducking shit. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? And the car come this way, just tore that motherfucker up like, boop. You can just hear it like. And I look back like, I'm like, damn, hold on. If that car went there, I would have been fucked up. Like I had my head down, my head would have hit the steering wheel. Like I might have been through. Like, and I was like, why the fuck did I duck my head? Like I was like, I don't know what that shit was, but that was some of the scariest shit ever. Cause I seen it like at the last second, like, oh, this motherfucker in the air. Like another car just came trucking, tore that motherfucker up, dog.
So this girl says to me, how does a group of black men sitting around talking about how they not going to tip help their cause? Right? Yeah, we talked about the tipping, but I want to ask all you guys doing this show. What are we doing this show for? What are each of you guys feel that we could get out of doing this show from a black perspective?
What's the point of all the white people that got all their shows?
Thank you. It's about damn time. That's the type of shit I'm on. That's more of my energy goes towards.
I put this idea up in the air last year around summertime, and a lot of people liked the idea. A couple people, specifically Dro, was like, yo, that's something that's needed. You spark a lot of conversation and good dialogue and make people think. And then, especially for black people, we don't have that lane a lot. We used to have that lane. When we were growing up, we had that lane. I'm 30 now, but when we were growing up, BET was a little bit different than that bullshit that's on there now. It wasn't owned by Viacom, and it actually was black entertainment. You even had jazz sessions. You had the international music section.
Teen Summit.
BET Uncut.
Teen Summit.
Hey.
You had
Not
Teen.
doing this for BT.
I need a tip, Drill.
Yeah,
I need
Yo,
a tip,
shouts
Drill.
out BET Uncut.
Yeah, man.
You had Teen Summit though, you know, like, and that was telling us to go to college, helping us find out. You had the sessions they had about the historical black colleges. You had our own black college / real world type-esque show where they was showing them actually going to school. They weren't fucking partying and bullshitting all the fucking time. They had a show for the women. They had CETA.
But my purpose, amongst other things, once again, is to show people how to be honest with themselves. Because it's a lot of, I bet you that chick right there probably don't like niggas for real. Or like something that she won't say it, but, you know, she'll be fake about that. But me saying that I don't tip in certain situations is, you know, the world's ended. Oh, you fucked up all the servers in the world. No.
It is.
We straight. Like, no. Like, bitch, y'all, you going to get tips. Like, yeah, it might not be for me one night or two or 3 nights, but you going to get tips. Like, it's for real, though. Like, I'm so real. Like, yeah.
Oh my
But like
God.
when I was in, like another situation, when I was in Toledo, they stuck us in the corner like they do niggas, and they put a chick back there who they was putting her in that corner, and she wouldn't get no tips the whole night. So our whole family, including me, broke her off, and she came out with that boy with like $50 or $60, and it was only like 4 or 5 of us, and it wasn't even a big, you know what I'm saying, like big table or nothing. Like, so I'm just saying, like, niggas tip is all situational. Like
I work
said.
in the industry anyway, so I change people's minds with that just by working in it and how I deal with people daily. But I mean, like I said, this podcast, she asking how we changing something, sitting around and talking. We sitting around showing people that people can create their own platform with the equipment and things you got today, and that these kids that these kids can. Oh, you can do this on your own. You don't got to sit around and wait for nothing.
Me and Rich used to have intellectual conversations at our Indian powwows. That's how we became cool. He like, man, you might as well just go because we need to talk about shit that we be talking about when we just meeting up.
We
for the
been
5,
cool,
for the
though.
5 or 10 minutes though. Just for that 5-10 minutes, just kicking it on some shit that we'll see online or hear about that's going on in the world. It was like, shit, man, we might as well just talk about this shit and talk about the podcast. Why not?
Exactly.
Why not?
This is a Black Ann Arbor News Center right here.
That's all it is. Is it a new? And not only that, but it ain't just gonna be with black. It ain't just gonna be all black people on here. There will
Keeping
be
it
white
real.
people on here. There will be people to showcase some talents and other things on here. That's the other thing. It's to showcase people. It's to showcase people that the white channels ain't about to come showcase. So
Period.
that's what this is for. You saw Mike Dub Williams on here, so like,
Like you saw Aaron Lamar, who has his own show. Like he had to do his own thing.
you know what I'm saying?
At
That's what
EMU.
we.
He getting all the black people from this area, you know, whoever. That's funny, you know.
We're doing what white people ask us to do when we complain when we ask for shit. If that's okay.
Oh my God. He talking to her directly. Damn.
I'm just saying though, like it's
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
Niggas
get
ask
mad.
for shit, you get mad. Niggas do your own shit, you get mad. I don't what the fuck, my nigga.
if y'all listen to this podcast, it's probably gonna be some stuff that people say that's gonna make you mad. But it's gonna make you think about what
You
it
can listen
actually
to the
said though.
Breakfast
And you
Club,
might
some
change
shit gonna piss you off.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
gonna
whole
let
purpose.
you know how
like,
we
Charlamagne
feel.
and them don't give a fuck.
Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna let you know how we feel, because we don't get paid for this shit. So you
Hell
know this
no.
shit up out the love,
This is
nigga.
off of Hennessy and weed. You getting
And
the
some
real
love.
shit. Real shit. Nobody sugarcoating it. Put the women and children to sleep. Let's get it.
That's just weird to me though. Like something like that's the shit we gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like that's that shit I hate because that's that shit. That's that covert up north racism shit. That's how I feel about that
Yes.
shit. You feel me? That's that whole up north covert East Coast racism shit that niggas talk about. That they try and think that's not up here that we all have to have dealt with our whole life, from the niggas down in Ohio to all the niggas in all the black cities around here in Michigan.
Yeah, we got a podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't hurt nobody. It's just a matter of opinion.
Bitch, you ain't gotta listen.
Exactly. It ain't like we in here like we.
But that's the same
I
thing.
went to school and I know everything.
If I created a shoe, if I created a
like,
shoe and I was selling it in the middle of the mall or something, you know, they'd be like, "Well, why are you making this shoe and it's all these other shoes?" What you mean? Why? I'm trying to get some money, just like anybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want people to know that
So-
I got a high quality product.
Tell her to go to my Instagram page where she can find that 31 Days of Black December I gave her, where I gave people all the black inventors and first black people to do shit, and how this country will really be fucked without us. So yeah, we do shit because we know we need it. We know the young black generation need this shit right now. God damn it. The new black generation just got fucking, like Chuck was just saying, the Breakfast Club. How the fuck is the Breakfast Club damn near the only radio show I got, like, in the morning, nigga? Like, we had two radio shows
local shit in
from Detroit
yeah.
when we was growing up alone. Also, remind her, if she doesn't know, this has always been one of the blackest areas. Southeast Michigan has always been one of the blackest places in this country. So we're always going to do shit, my baby. Like, no, sorry.
Also, it's always been one of the most racist places in the country.
Yeah.
Ipsy Tucky. Nigga, we had the Detroit Press, Free Press, was an pro-slavery newspaper when it first started. Like, this shit goes deep in Detroit.
If she doesn't know, which she probably doesn't know, which many of these white folks don't know. I mean, they probably know now because they finally got recognized as a fucking landmark. But that house over there off fucking Pontiac Trail, you know what I'm saying? The house that was used to get slaves up north. You know what I mean? Like, we've been known about that. All the black kids knew about that. Like, but you tell a white person that, they might look at you like you crazy. Why? Because you just some regular black kid. You got no certification to be telling me.
And as a matter of fact, when you go in the Ann Arbor, when you in elementary, they take you on the Ann Arbor Trail and they take you through, so you all the Ann Arbor monuments. They tell you that. You know, they tell you in so many words, and if you can read through the lines, you know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
This is where they was holding niggas at.
Yeah, so
Harry and Tubman came through.
I'm doing this for y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing this podcast for y'all. I'm doing this podcast for people that's really down to think and expand their mind and to actually listen.
And to be open about different things. Like,
And to be real.
exactly. Like, I mean, we trying to expose different things, like Richard said. Like, trying to show that you can be black and be this and think a certain way and still do other things. Like, how many of y'all doing yoga out there? Like, I do yoga. A young black male, yes, I do yoga. I've taught yoga.
And he
like,
don't got kids.
Like, no kids. Like, no felonies.
He don't
Never
tip.
been to jail.
He don't tip,
None
but
of that. Yeah,
What he do
yeah.
is yoga.
Oh yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
drink water.
oh yeah, this
All
nigga,
day.
this nigga tipped $20, but he done had 3 felonies and shit. So, you know them. But in and out of jail, he beat my ass. But I'm gonna fuck with him though, cause he tipped. You know, he a good ass tipper though. When we go out, you know, he help motherfuckers out. Like goofy shit. Like, think about real life
Us
shit.
talking
that
about
matters.
our own people. So, like, I don't.
For real. And I'm not just talking to you, white girl. I'm talking to everybody out there. Because a lot of y'all hood rats that think the same way. He can pay for me. He can do this and do that. Like, I don't want an old soft ass nigga that's nice and that's cool that don't want to beat on me.
And he can fight.
Nigga, the fuck.
He little, but he can fight. Well, what's been Gucci, Big Tiny?
Big tiny time.
What's been Gucci with Big Tiny, huh?
Tiny
How
time.
about the Doug?
I'm so glad you're here.
We got to get an audio or something.
I'm so glad you're here. We got to get like a clock going or something. I'm so glad you're here though this week. When you said you weren't gonna be here, I was like, damn,
I know,
but now
I
you're
know,
here.
but I'm like, I gotta come through. I really wanted to talk about why are men so afraid to go to the doctors and know their status, HIV wise. Like, women are so on top of their doctor's appointments and knowing their body. We're so in tune with our body and stuff like that. But men are so intimidated by that. Like, how many of you guys know
Oh,
y'all
we done set
status?
the fire alarm off in here, yo. That is hilarious.
No, your question is too high. You got
The question was so hot. The smoke. Lord.
Keep it coming. Seriously,
That's probably the
because,
best topic on some real shit.
Like, women are not afraid to do that shit.
Because
at
niggas
all.
like
We
shit.
on
I know
top
I
of it.
ain't HIV positive.
Exactly. You know. You just know.
Yeah, nigga, for real. Like, ain't none of it. Like,
I know.
ain't none of the bitches I fuck with drop dead. So I know it's like, nah, that's what niggas be thinking. Though,
Nah,
for real,
this
though,
is
dog.
niggas be literally thinking
For real. Man.
it don't hurt when I pee.
No.
Okay, ain't no bump and it don't hurt when I pee and I'm Gucci.
Oh, my
For
goodness.
real, that's what niggas be thinking. Like, I don't know. I go get tested.
At least once or twice a year.
At least it depends on like definitely.
No.
Like every 6 months, I think.
Definitely,
should.
definitely,
You're supposed to,
definitely
but-
twice a year. But then it depends on like what that year is like.
Go front.
Like I'm gonna go twice a year, but if it's one of them years where it's single and yeah, I'm going a little bit more than that twice a year, nigga, off bat. So fuck you mean? Like,
Yeah, get
But-
a yearly checkup.
but-
that time. I don't know. I'll be Gucci, yo.
Exactly. Like, you know, be.
and I use
I don't know, I
protection.
guess-
I don't just be out here raw dogging either though. So like that's the
know.
other reason.
I
It's
guess
a
that's a
lot of-
mentality thing. Like,
No, I don't just be out here raw dogging, but it's a lot of porn too. Shit.
you got to, you can see, we got. I mean, I was
He's
raised.
tearing Pornhub down.
Yeah.
Shit, I was raised by dad, broke a finger and type shit. You know, they ain't back in the day. They ain't go. You know, your shit got to be falling off to go. So they just tape that motherfucker up and.
A lot of
know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
don't
Like-
go to the doctor. Period. That's their fucking problem, which is
Yes.
crazy because the
Yes,
niggas, them
crazy.
niggas don't. I don't know like how their insurance is working out or whatever, but
But there's other avenues. Like if there's a way,
yeah,
there's a way.
like you can
make
go
it
for
happen.
cause
Yeah.
what you can still go to Planned Parenthood, right?
You can go to Planned Parenthood.
yeah.
You can go to the emergency
Yeah.
department
That's a
and
lot
just
of-
get
it
billed
just-
later.
yeah.
There's options if you don't have
These
insurance.
niggas is
But like I
dirty. They be
said-
smelling like when we hooped last week.
Yeah.
And then smelling like they in the same gym
dusty.
clothes and didn't change. Like, come on, man. Bro, if I smell you, you smell you.
Period.
It's just so concerning because it's such a, well, I don't know for facts, but the word out here is it's such a big outbreak of HIV and herpes. I've just been seeing a lot of talk about that on the internet, on my social media around this area. And it's just really serious because this person fucking that person, which is fucking that person,
That's
and they
real.
fucking somebody else, and you don't know who that person fucking. It's just a nasty ass cycle.
It'd be like one of them denial things where niggas be like, they ain't got no drinking problem or something,
Right.
or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yep.
Shit, it was.
That's one of the things that scared me the most, honestly. Like growing up, when we hit that growth spurt and people start fucking around, the
Yeah.
biggest thing scaring me was a fucking HIV or STD because it's
Yeah.
like, wait, you can get one and you can't get rid of it, nigga.
They got that motherfucker for
hell
life.
no.
That
Lifer.
Thundercat.
Yeah. a lot of people, and a lot of,
Thundercat.
but no, for real, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people really be depressed because they have one of those, and a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit, they say 80% of people from like what they say from 20 to like 30 something got HPV. Some shit they said. Like,
Yep.
hepatitis or some shit.
No, because they said that
Yeah.
HPV shit was just, because it don't really fuck with you, it's just going rampant.
Well,
like,
it fucks with women. If women,
Yeah, it
if
fucks with women.
contract it,
yeah,
one of them
yeah,
things.
It could be really bad.
Shit, they can get cervical cancer
cervical
off that
cancer,
shit. Yep.
have to get all your women organs removed
And,
or some shit like
and,
that.
and another thing, I remember in health class, I mean, like, they kind of, tell you in, like, middle school, at least our health teacher and them was saying, like, how a woman could get an STD or whatever and not know. While usually a male, you know instantly.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around. Like a woman knows for sure, and a
See,
man
that's
can
what I'm
go
saying in the middle.
untreated for months and not even know. Like you
Yeah,
burning,
see?
you got that motherfucking hot wire.
See, with our urinary tract being like all in one, like that's what our teacher said was like a male, you gonna know, nigga, like you gonna know you got bumps, whatever, like you usually gonna know. But what is it, hepatitis with that whole thing? They say like what some people
Now,
can
that's
have
some
it.
shit
and
I
then
don't
not
ever
have an
want to
outbreak.
ever fucking get no hepatitis of no sorts of
I
nothing,
know.
I
nigga.
want to get shit.
But nigga, hepatitis.
Has
nigga,
anyone ever had anything?
and just
Because
see
what they say, what's the stat? 1 out of what? What's the stat? 1 out of 4? 1 out of 4? I'll be a real nigga and say I caught something when I was 19 and I was in a real relationship, nigga. This what this fucking podcast for, though. I just said that, right? I can't go back on my word, so fuck it. I caught something when I was 19 and I was in a relationship, and it was fucked up, but my shit was treated, and nigga, I've been Gucci ever since, though, nigga. But it was fucked up, though, nigga.
It was fucked up.
And you want to know what's even more fucked up? This how you know karma fucked up, right? So you remember this nigga was talking that shit in one episode when he said he had 2 girls on the same team, right? One of them girls was the girls that had to give me my motherfucking shot at the U of M hospital. Because she was a fucking nurse there.
Oh, man. That's when you just try not to make eye contact. Just look down.
Man.
Don't even look at her.
Oh, no, I didn't either. And I was on some hard head shit because since that was his old thing, I'm like, no, I ain't pulling my pants down. You going to give it to me in my arm. I'm trying to be tough, so I took this big-ass needle in the arm.
Ooh, to the bone on that motherfucker.
Man, I got some stories y'all don't even know. That's what fucked me up was that I was in a relationship. Nigga, that's what like fucked me up. You think you get it when you fucking around.
Bad,
I was in a relationship and not fucking around,
Yeah,
so then it
be
was
bad,
like,
pussy stanking. But you know what, guys? What else? Some bitches do be bad, pussy stanking, straight fishy. But sometimes a girl pussy could stink because she got a bacterial infection, which is not an STD, and niggas can cause the bitch to have a bacterial infection from they dick not being clean. They throwing off our motherfucking pH balance.
Niggas
Shit.
do be.
Dirty dick ass. Ugh, these niggas. Yeah. Dirty dick niggas. I'm just sick of them.
Oh my God, nigga, this shit is too funny. Man. I love it, dog.
No, but I will say, I think a difference also is because women have like regular gynecologists.
Yes, we have
so
to.
y'all have to go
Yeah.
check sexual organs.
You get some.
When I just said
Niggas ain't got to do that.
No.
We
Gym
don't
wear
go.
niggas.
Right.
Yeah, niggas
right.
is nasty, man.
Yes.
We nasty. We not godly. Like, if niggas always talking shit, niggas ain't godly.
Yeah,
We
niggas be
nasty
musty
motherfuckers.
90%
You're not
of the
washing
time.
your balls every day, twice a day.
Right.
Like it's cold outside. How you musty?
But yeah, everybody had
That
that
don't
little,
make
you
no
know, little
sense.
nasty face when they was young and shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Everybody, cause that nigga, I was doing some foul shit on the football team, nigga. I was keeping all my practice shit in the locker,
was
nigga.
you.
Never took
That
that shit
was
home
you
and
said
watched
that.
it, nigga. Just threw that motherfucker back in there.
This nigga went a whole football season without washing his girdle. That is
Advantage.
nigga, none of that.
that
nigga.
is 12 weeks, my nigga. That is
None
12
of that. I'm
weeks.
talking about undershirt, all that. Just like, nigga, I ain't taking this bullshit home. Nigga, my mama cussed me out. Just throw that bullshit. I'm like, fuck it. I just leave it here.
You understand? That is 12 weeks of running.
Longer than that, really, nigga. Really.
Disgusting. It's
Yeah,
just
how
foul.
your skin not fall
But
off?
that's some real shit. I don't.
Foul.
Because niggas was actually taking showers and doing shit after that. So it wasn't. It was just that
'Cause he-
hour or two. You know,
If he was a Caucasoid, the Black Plague Part 2 would have started.
it was funny too. Because one of the trainers one time, this was like maybe like week 7, week 8, like towards the end of the season, she was like, "You really smell bad. You know that, right?" Like, I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't watched this shit all year." She's like, "What? Are you serious, Alan?" Like, "Yeah, like I ain't taking this shit home." Like, but yeah, that's some real shit. Though. I don't know why niggas don't.
They're scared, man.
I mean, I know
There's
I am.
nothing to be afraid about, though. Seriously,
Niggas don't be wanting to know if you ain't got it.
you may not have to stop.
It's
but
just
you
it's just a
know.
fear. It's just a fear of something that you
Big
might have. That's
Tiny,
what it
you
is.
know
dog,
niggas
honestly.
don't be wanting to tell y'all they ain't got the money they supposed to have. They ain't want to tell y'all they got dirty dick. That's sometimes that's the only thing a nigga got.
Dirty dick.
Terrible.
That don't make no
Terrible.
sense.
Sometimes that's the only thing niggas got, and that's the problem with a lot of relationships. Is a nigga only bringing dick, and it's dirty. Oh,
How you
yeah.
fucking in this cold?
Them be the booty eaters. Them be the ones that want to eat your
Hilarious.
booty. Right there.
Oh yeah, right
See,
there.
then-
They do
First
everything.
thing.
See, so now he got hepatitis. He got hepatitis C or B or whatever. Which one you get?
Got
for
some.
eating ass.
He got some whole new disease going on in his eye. Got a whole new disease.
Come to work with pink eye, nigga. You grown? How you got pink eye, nigga? There you go.
You got shit on your pillow in your eye.
Pink eye, nigga.
Nigga, you don't work around no kids, nigga. Well, that's pretty funny because what's funky around my way is I was reminiscing, and I was gonna go. It's the wildest kind of like sex shit that would happen, like you know, like
Here we go.
not like it don't gotta be position or nothing, but I was just thinking about.
I got a story. I got a story.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying.
I think I would start.
I got a story.
Cause
Ready?
look,
Let me start this
Cause
off.
like,
Let me start it off.
cause when you young, you ain't got
Listen.
nowhere to fuck.
But listen,
Especially
I
being black.
Listen.
Being black, I ain't had nowhere to just fuck.
My parents
Listen.
didn't give a fuck,
Listen.
nigga. I was all in
Exactly.
the
So
crib.
I'm in the whip.
Hey.
all
I'm
in
in
the
somebody's crib before somebody get home.
My parents was G's. I could fuck in my crib. In high school.
You was fucking in the crib in high school, Allen.
Yes, nigga.
You the most spoiled nigga ever.
Yes,
dog.
nigga. In the
That's
crib,
some
nigga.
bullshit. Get the fuck in the house.
Damn.
That is spoiled,
Nigga, my dad just overrid it, nigga. He like, shit, he all right, nigga. He be good, nigga. He know what he doing, nigga. My mom, sure she wasn't having my dad, you nigga, run the house like a G should, nigga. We override that. He all right.
That is
Damn.
crazy.
Daddy
That was
flagging
life,
bitches
shit.
into the
Nigga,
crib.
you ain't telling
That's
me
why
about-
Big Allen is the G.
Nigga.
Hey, yeah,
That
your
was
dad
life.
OG.
high school is crazy. I mean, fucking cars and all type of shit, benches, all type of crazy shit outside, whatever. Oh, you know,
Nasty
playground. Yeah, I was all
Slide on the
Hey,
slide. You
Hey,
slid,
I grew
on
up
the
at
slide.
Hey, I grew up at grandma's house. Wasn't no taking no girls.
Home
up in
base.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Have
Hell
you
no.
ever home base?
You take a girl, she got to stay in the living room,
Right.
with grandma.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? But look,
Yes.
Leomer Franklin ain't playing that
Y'all ain't
shit.
coming in here.
Leomer Franklin ain't playing. Y'all can be.
Hey, where
y'all
she
can
come
be,
from,
Y'all
though,
can be
nigga?
grown as fuck at Leomer. Y'all can be grown as hell at Leomer house, nigga. The only way they coming in is on a holiday, nigga.
nah, but
She with you?
Yes.
wait.
Do her mama know where she at?
Hey, y'all said, but the shit is some wild shit. There's some wild sex shit that happened. So let me tell y'all this story. I was trying to kick it with this she was like Mexican chick or something. This was a long time ago.
He told her. He
So,
told her she
yeah.
was black or Rican.
Yeah, you know, I had to put, hey, mami, how you do? You know, hey, why don't you come on, come through?
Hey, mami, I'm that
I got
nigga.
you, you know.
I'm that nigga.
Now we go. So look, I'm sitting one day, you know, she would never budge. One day she gave in, dog, and hit me up like, oh, okay, come through. I'm like, what? Come through? You just, okay, yeah, I'm coming through. I'm like, shit.
Okay, okay.
Let me stop and get these Rellos. I'm stopping and get a little rubber real quick and shit. I go over there, nigga. So, nigga, you know, we got it cracking.
It was her
We
quinceañera.
smacking or whatever, you know. we doing whatever, getting to it. So, man, I'm sweating hard. It's hot as hell in there. I'm sweating hard. Oh, butt-ass nigga.
God, y'all took all y'all clothes off.
Yeah. So, nigga, I'm sweating.
How else you get down?
That's how you know a nigga going ham when they
Yeah.
butt ass nigga.
Jump off the dresser.
Especially if you young, nigga, you butt ass nigga.
So, you know, the sweat all over. Y'all know I'm black as hell. I sweat
the
hard as
J's on,
hell.
though.
I sweat hard as hell anyway. I'm already dark. Nigga, the sweat is dripping all over my back, dripping down my arms and shit.
Oh my
Nigga,
God, the
nigga,
visual,
I'm
the
dripping.
visual.
But I'm like, damn, nigga, this feel like water coming down. What the fuck? Nigga, I look back, nigga. Her motherfucking dog was licking my ass cheeks. I'm like, what the fuck? I said,
Oh
what the
my
fuck?
God.
Chuck like fuck
He ain't stopped.
Hey,
You know he didn't stop.
Look, I said,
Can't stop, won't stop.
She said, what's going on? I said, your motherfucking dog is licking my ass, the sweat off my ass.
Tiny
Oh
said
my
you did
God.
the P. Diddy,
Yeah.
nigga.
Can't stop.
She
Won't
said, I smacked the shit out that damn dog. That motherfucker said, meow. Yeah. Nigga, I could not believe that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? The dog was licking my ass. I had sweat going down my ass. The dog is licking the motherfucking sweat down my ass. And no, it wasn't in my ass, motherfuckers.
It
Before
wasn't
y'all
the-
be trying to get
dog
ideas
ate
and
them
shit.
It wasn't
groceries.
Kevin
No.
Gates in it. It wasn't on the
Yeah,
Kevin
the dog
Gates.
ate them groceries.
No, nigga.
Eat the
Hell
booty.
no.
All up in that.
Eating the booty.
That would have been instant reaction. Like,
Yes.
On that Kevin
no.
Gates.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dog was on that
That's
Kevin
crazy.
Gates.
Shit, my story ain't as good as Chuck's. That one's a hard one to follow up. But I work at a hotel, so I mean, I still work there, so I can't get into specifics. But yeah, I work at a hotel, so.
Oh, damn. Okay. So what do that mean?
Let's just say I worked at that hotel. And
A hotel.
and
Holiday.
Yeah.
Say what?
let's just say I worked. I
Oh my God.
put all of them on to the hotel, but I'll never forget one night a man coming down there and being like, "Have you seen Rochelle?"
Rochelle.
Rochelle was the prostitute he had. Rochelle had dipped out with his wallet, nigga.
Oh my God.
Bro, you know that hotel over across from the Wendy's by the mall? You know what I'm talking about?
It's a couple of them.
Yeah, there's one directly across there.
Okay.
Nigga,
Yeah.
I was getting food one time. I looked up and people was fucking in the window, like right outside the drive-through, curtains open.
Get it in.
That's how you be in Vegas.
As far as hearing shit, that's what I learned to put in headphones. Once I heard a dude get smacked and then him make the sound like, yeah, that's what I'm like, headphones. Then I heard some bitch like, oh yeah, I'll eat that cookie. I'm like, oh no, yeah, headphones.
So I was probably around 15 or so. I was around 15 or so trying to get some nookie. And I was getting some of that midday nookie. And it was one of them things where that parent pulled up while I was still in there. So I had to go hide in the closet.
Trapped in the closet.
And this was at the time when like Trapped in the Closet came out, because niggas was like
ironic.
15.
How ironic.
Right, I was like 15. So I'm in the closet. Not only am I in the closet, I ain't get to finish, so I'm on the
That
closet.
happened to me too, and the damn song came on.
Bruh.
I was in the bathroom though.
My God.
I'm in the closet. I'm on hard. Mind you, the parent is her dad. That's the one who done came home. And the pit bull done came in the room. The pit bull is at the closet. It could tell I'm in the closet, of course. Like, so now I'm in this closet. I'm hoping this pit bull don't come in. Luckily, it's still like a puppy. Yeah, right. That's all I'm worried about at this point. I don't give a fuck about the dad. I'm just worried about my dick getting bit. I don't even give a fuck about the father and whatever he talking about. So luckily, of course, the dog don't get in there. And at a point, I get to make a break for it, nigga. I get to make a break. Her dad go in that back room. And, nigga, I ran a 4.240 down to my house, nigga. 4.240-yard dash down to my grandma's house, nigga. Dick on hard, nigga. It was fucked up. It was fucked up, yeah.
He like dick on hard.
Dick on hard, nigga. I ain't get the... Huh? Nigga, grandma was watching Lifetime. Nigga, I ran to the back room. Nigga, luckily, grandma was in her room already, so I ain't had to worry about that. Like, but yeah, that's definitely one of the wildest nookie stories I done had, nigga.
Man.
That shit was.
Which one do I want to tell? Y'all want to
Nigga, you a shooter. Nigga, spark that blunt with your gun.
Now we got. We gonna switch up to Manani. We heard all the male ones. I'm gonna come back to mine later. What's yours?
Yeah, boom, boom, boom. You been putting us on the spot.
Big
It was this one time, right? I was with this boy. We was probably like,
Listen,
we was probably like 15
Okay. Yeah.
or something like that. You know, he had a car and shit. I thought he was doing it. You know, I'm like, yes, he got a car. He could pick me up and shit. He was like 16. So we was rolling around, and then we pulled into this park, and we started making out. Yep, in the back seat, because he had tinted windows in the back seat. We started making out, kissing and stuff like that. My pants get halfway taken down. We just in the moment like a mug, like crazy. Next thing you know is tap, 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 tap at the door. I mean the window. It's the damn police. And to make it so bad, he didn't have no license on him. It was so embarrassed. The police was just holding his head down. He was like, you know, you kids don't need to be out here doing this. He made us get out and walk. So because he didn't have no license.
Shit.
But he let him keep the keys.
Where was this at?
Was y'all like down the street from your crib or something like that?
No,
or
not
his
down
crib?
the street from my crib. It was like Apple Ridge Park.
Oh wow.
Yep. So the hottest shit you can do.
Right now.
So right in the open. So we got up. You kids don't. It was so embarrassing, and we didn't even see him creep up on us. So he made us get out and walk, but he let him keep the keys. So we just walking like towards the ridge.
This no more.
We just walking towards the ridge, and then the police eventually pull off, and we walk back to the car and just burnt rubber.
Oh,
home.
man.
But that was just so
I
embarrassing.
talk about Big Tiny, but when she said the park, I just thought about all this shit in my head.
Oh, them park scenes.
Oh, they gotta mark my territory like a dog.
One time my mom walked in on me. I was an adult. I was 23. legs up, in the living room. She just hurried up and slammed the door. She was like, Chanel, are you dressed? Like, girl, you know I'm not dressed. I heard her put my blanket over my head. I was just so shameful. Oh my God.
Okay, so
Like, where did you?
that's
I thought she was asleep.
Perfect segue.
I thought she was asleep. Swear to God.
Perfect segue. So
God, Tatiana.
perfect segue.
Your mom is in the other room.
Right. No.
God, what are you doing?
Everything.
Yes, but I was grown though. You know what I'm saying?
You legs up, wiping your ass, and legs up, get that ass waxed.
That nigga was tearing you up like that.
She ain't speak of it, but she just kept giving me that eye. Like, it was so embarrassing. And I was grown though, but it was just still just the most embarrassing shit.
Never that grown.
Ever.
Karen ain't never gonna look at you like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but that's a perfect segue.
Jesus.
Mom or
That
dad,
might be the
whoever.
most embarrassing.
Mom or dad, whoever, which one it was. I don't know who it was. Because I didn't see, and it was a quick glimpse. But, so, I was on, I think it was 21, 22 or something. Whenever it was young, on some, fuck, I'm just go on the balcony, shit, because my parents got a little balcony on the third floor. Like, fuck, I'm going to be on the balcony looking out, like, smashing from behind. Like, I'm
Porno shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there going to work. Like, she out there making noise or whatever. And nigga, like, so it's my curtain and then, like, the living room curtain. And all of a sudden, real quick, I just see the living room curtain open and close real quick. I'm like, shit. Like, I thought y'all was asleep. I mean, it's late as fuck, like 3 or 4 in the morning. But they probably was like, what the fuck is all that noise? Like, nigga. I'm like, yeah, it's a couple more strokes. It's time to go back in. Like,
Was it light in there or was it dark?
it was outside.
Oh.
Yeah, it was outside.
Yeah, he was on some porno.
Oh, my God.
Porno
Like,
shit.
I'm gonna be on the balcony looking like fucking getting it in. Like,
Came out on the
looking
other
the
balcony.
scene like nigga. Okay, I'm like, shit, like, yeah, that probably was a bad idea. And then she was like, who was that? What was that? I'm like, nothing. This shit, we going back and we good. Like, shit, crazy. Dog.
My dad and me had smashed a mom and daughter combo. Not at the same time though. Not at the same night, but we have done it. Shouts out, Big Frank.
And also, just a side note on the sex stories. Shit, the chick asked me, look, let's be cliche and go to home base and have sex on home base. Like, like first base, second base, third base.
Home base.
Home plate. So we went to it.
That bitch sound like
We went to
playing baseball.
We went to, for real though, we went to Vets, right on Vets 4, right on the
Gets
right
a
on
run
the
on
plate.
the board with home run
She
number
was
12.
riding me and shit. I'm like, this is nasty shit, but I'm like, fuck it, this is a once in a lifetime thing.
Role playing
You did
for
not
real.
say that was nasty in the
Yeah,
moment.
nigga, what's your man? Yeah, right. I'm sitting on that old nasty ass plate. I'm thinking about
I
how-
thought you was talking about
Oh
what you was doing.
no, hell no, niggas into that, but niggas flashing in and out like,
Can I
man.
have some Hennessy? I ain't seen the bottle since you opened it. I ain't even gonna lie. I hope my mama ain't listening to this, but I sucked my first pair of titties in 2nd grade. My babysitter.
Oh my God.
See, niggas be
What?
turned
Nah.
out. You little you gonna be
Oh
like
my
a little.
God.
Better not be like Robert
That's what
Kelly.
we was talking about. There could be
Yeah,
it's women
how-
rapists and men rapists.
is.
Period.
Hey,
How
and
old
on
was
some
the
real
babysitter?
shit, it's a lot.
Because a lot of grown women used to talk shit about me
It's a
when
lot-
I was young.
It's a
nigga.
lot of women that do that shit on the
For real.
low.
Yes.
And then
I
they
was
be
still
wondering why
getting
niggas be
breastfed.
I fucked a
certain
grown
way
woman
they
when
get
I
older.
was
Yes.
shit. I fucked a 30-plus-year-old when I was like 16, nigga. But hey, it's
Yes.
fun time. I was bad, but it's good though. It's good though. Gave me a lot of wisdom early.
Why do people feel like it's necessary to go out their way to target certain people and give input on their jobs and what they should do better, or just reporting back to certain people and treating them a certain way? And another thing, I had this instance where I was asking about Black History Month at a job site. I ain't gonna say no name. But at a
Don't
job
say no
site,
name.
because I seen a picture of Martin Luther King up there on the wall or whatever. Like, oh yeah, that was for his birthday or whatever. I'm like, his birthday? That was in January. What's up with Black History Month? It's, like, oh, they wouldn't let me do no Black History Month because it's valid because of Valentine's Day. I said, what? Shit. I just want to know how y'all feel about that.
No, but a lot of places
That-
probably do that shit.
Who said that at your job? A fucking manager?
They
Nigga,
said
just
it
a
was at my
coworker?
job. I said it's at
man.
a job site.
Nigga.
It was at a job site I was at. I was just asking questions because I was looking at the wall. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of shit is that? Nigga, I don't. Valentine's Day, like nigga, like I don't know, man. People don't. Niggas got to realize, dog. Martin Luther King Jr. fucking holiday. That shit was like battle. What they didn't even like that shit when that got passed. That got passed when we was kids, nigga.
Sure, Georgia still doesn't celebrate that shit.
Yeah, it's some states that don't recognize Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So I don't.
Right.
You said where?
Like Virginia.
Arizona fought that shit for a long time. That's why I ain't fuck with McCain. That's why when niggas was talking all that, rest in peace McCain, I was one of the few niggas said, fuck that nigga. And they like, oh, but Frank, he, nigga.
He embraced Obama. Fuck him too.
He embraced
fuck y'all get mad if y'all want to. Fuck him too.
You want me to be happy about a nigga embracing somebody that's black? Like, I don't, like, come on, man. Fuck that. Like,
Yeah, Obama ain't no savior like y'all thought he was, or like he's supposed to be, quote unquote. He's a president. You can only do so much as a president. So yeah, all those presidents are already selected. So y'all goofy if y'all think he was gonna come in and make a change. Oh, hope. No, you shouldn't hope for anything. You should make it happen. What you talking about? Hope implies that you wait for something to come down and help you out.
They always made sure
That's
you
not
knew that
gonna
nigga
happen.
was mixed up. Always made
And
sure.
they had never let a real nigga, somebody American
a dark
brother
skinned
in there.
nigga
No way. His
from
dad
the
was African and
projects,
his mom was from Hawaii or something.
and his parents was from the projects and
Never.
poor.
They had never let Alfred in. I mean, not Alfred, but not Toby. Damn, it was,
I want to hear you say
Oh, they'll let a Toby in
no.
there.
Raekwon.
They'll never let a Daquan.
That's why they tried to kill Tupac and made him move. Because he would have been a black president.
I mean, shit. You see how they did all them niggas in the '60s? Anybody that was about something in the '60s, they all got killed in the '60s. Go look
Any
it up.
black leader.
Every
get
of them.
killed.
All in the
That's
'60s.
why I don't know how niggas trust the niggas that's still here now.
When I found that out, when I doing research and just being older and just watching, I'm like, oh, dog, it was like a epiphany. I said, what? Oh my god, all in the '60s, and I just start researching. I'm like, oh my god, they killed all these niggas in the '60s, dog.
All your leaders.
You out of there? Oh, nah, y'all tripping. Y'all starting to get together too much.
Like my granddad say, he be like, they teach y'all that shit like it's such a long time ago. He like, dog, when they killed the big three, he like, wasn't no fucking kumbaya, wasn't no niggas holding hands afterwards. He was like, it was just fucked up. But back to Chuck shit though too, like one of my homegirls hit me up and she happens to be white and she went to Napit for her son in the Ipsy schools because she a single parent. And she feel like, she got to be there for him as much as she can. Because apparently now with Napit, they invite all parents. I ain't got no hate on that. But she was like, it wasn't a big turnout. So, I hope people who did go went. I know my mom came all the fucking time.
And go to y'all kids' games and to school when they got meetings and shit. That shit matters.
Like we
Whether
said.
y'all think it don't matter or not, that shit matters.
Oh, it definitely matters, especially for where we're from. Because I had a friend that said to me that he didn't feel that he was given the same advantages as we did. And me and Frank were talking about it. It's like, man, in Ann Arbor, you can't say that where we grew up. Because even if people were racist, there are people that a lot of the teachers, they're just looking to try to be like, oh, I helped out a black person today. So you got to go out of your way to kind of meet the people. And
It's a struggle.
I don't have, like my mom used to say, these white kids are not smarter than y'all. They just have money for tutors and all this extra shit for their kids. So I don't have that. So if you need help, little nigga, you need to be there at lunchtime, after school, whatever. And luckily in middle school, they had an actual homework club for us at Slauson. It was a group of teachers. One of them was one of my core teachers, and they started a homework club for all the kids who would need some help and ain't have that kind of shit. And we would just stay after school, and they had a bus. They had a bus, thankfully, for kids who stayed after school for that took us all home afterwards. And that helped me, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, it would just be questions I might need to ask. And unfortunately, my mom can't answer that shit. And then I'm stuck. Like, what the fuck? I gotta be, you know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of kids get left or stuck behind. And that's some bullshit.
But on what you were saying, Chuck, you already know they're gonna do anything to try to minimize us, like you were saying earlier. You already know. So they
D-Nick, say your word, Chuck.
Because we better at everything. That's what the problem is to them.
Denigrify.
Yeah.
We've been better.
Thank you.
Back then and to this day. To this day.
To this day.
For real.
There you go.
Because once again, like niggas was saying, niggas, we got snatched up. We had to learn the shit y'all forcing on us. Hide the shit we know from y'all.
I want somebody to spell that too on the
Like
on the comment list.
Like even we make
Denigrify, y'all spell
we
that.
make jokes about shit, that should be real shit. When I was really saying we was telling
Jokes
them
come from real shit.
in different languages, we was telling them how to say basketball. They just couldn't understand the shit. We been knew how to do that shit. Soccer, we been knew how to do all that shit. We invented all that shit.
And niggas need to start playing soccer, man. We would be dominating if niggas fucking play American
Yo.
niggas play
I
soccer.
would
That
say
shit
that
pisses
niggas
me
are
off,
playing
dog.
soccer. They just Brazilian niggas.
No, I mean, and that's
They
another
made
thing.
True.
How many of y'all? Okay,
They made hockey too expensive growing up, so you couldn't do that.
Exactly.
okay, yeah. And old girl, I don't tip. but
Baseball too.
I don't
Hockey,
tip, but I
just
coach
like
youth in soccer.
It's
So,
racist as shit. And just how you were saying with Jackie Robinson, some people just aren't built to put up with it. You know, they every time black soccer players get the ball in Europe, they start like doing
Yeah,
monkey
yeah, yeah.
chants
They
and shit
throwing
like
bananas
that.
and all type of
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I didn't play hockey. I was good as fuck at hockey, but it's just so much racism
Yeah, it's
around it.
racist as fuck at hockey.
Why would I keep playing
All the
this?
black players in
Yeah, soccer.
oh, it's super
soccer.
racist.
Go,
Not
just go
over
online
here,
and look
but
at some shit. You'll be amazed.
overseas.
Way
yeah.
more than
you
for
know-
what it is
no
for
bananas
American
ain't
basketball
playing.
players
You
and
know the-
American football players.
know
It's
the corner
way
kick
more
is?
racist for them.
A corner kick. Okay, so at the corner, this is the goal is right here. The ball goes out of bounds towards the goal. They have to. There's like a little designated area where they have to kick the ball from right there. So this is kind of close to the stands. This footage, nigga throwing bananas at, wow, hitting them, ooh, making monkey sounds, all type of shit for real, like crazy,
Yeah.
like shooting flares at them, all type of shit. Like,
And and this even happened where what was that? Was that France won the last World Cup or
Yeah,
some shit
yeah.
like that? So France won the last World Cup.
It was like
and
too
so
many niggas in the picture.
Hold on. France won the World Cup. Country of France. Of course,
quote unquote.
most of the fucking niggas from Africa
So
are Africa descent.
it's just
So the French
French-
president, whatever, got kind of upset when someone was saying how really that's an African World Cup championship,
it is.
and it was like, no,
They just
Africans
own
won
those.
that,
They just own
my
those
nigga.
countries, and they, so it's
Y'all-
And the player,
so they have that.
I can't remember the
citizenship.
main player's name, but he came out and said, like, when I'm playing bad, they say the African player, quote unquote, but when I'm playing
Yeah.
dope, they say French player.
yeah, like come on, man.
So there ain't no black, not soccer players, but hockey players?
No, there's
No,
there's a lot
there's
of
some black hockey players, but they deal with a lot of racism.
It's a couple
Shouts
dog-
out
it's
the
a
black
couple dog
hockey player
niggas
that
that's
was on the
hockey
cover
players,
of the last hockey game that just came out. I
Jerome
don't know his
Igilla,
name.
one of the best hockey players ever.
Yeah, one of the last
PK
hockey games
Subban.
that came out. It's the black player on the cover.
Hey man, that shit. I wish I could have played hockey. That shit was so expensive though, man.
That's why
It was no way.
Same,
dog.
I mean, the same, and like we were saying, the same.
I know I would have been
I
a
was like
beast because
Mighty
I was
Ducks,
dog. I was a
dog.
dog at roller hockey, so I knew I would have been a beast at ice hockey.
But like the
That
same,
shit was just so
like
much.
the same thing we were saying with the old
And
episode with the black baseball league being better than the white baseball league. A lot of black kids or whatever in America don't play baseball because it's expensive, and because it's not baseball diamonds in neighborhoods anymore, and like anything like that. Because my mom played softball, her brother played baseball
everybody,
on the
dog.
fucking
Everybody,
high school
dog.
team.
All of that.
All of them. When
Football
it comes
and
to
baseball
when
went
it comes
hand
to
in
my
hand. It wasn't
generation, though, I remember moving to the West Side and wanting to play baseball with niggas because it was a baseball diamond in the back part of the neighborhood. But a lot of niggas didn't have baseball gloves.
And it's a lot
I was
of
one of the
people.
few niggas who had. Yeah, it takes a lot of people to play baseball, and if all the niggas don't got baseball gloves,
All that.
it just be like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's easy to play basketball. All you need is one ball. You know what I'm saying? And at least,
But see, and that's the sad part about soccer because it's like soccer is even easier. It's the easiest.
you need one ball.
You don't even need a ball. You can need something that can roll and you can kick.
See, I ain't
That's all
even
you
know
need.
that. I didn't even
Hey,
know
look,
that.
Okay, wait, bam. You see that? You see that line on the wall right there? And that line on the wall right there, that's the goal. That's all, I mean, you can be anywhere, and I don't understand why, man. If it dominated it, but it's the stigma. Oh, soccer is a soft sport. Okay, watch the World Cup and tell me if that's soft. You crazy? Niggas be out there sticking, running full speed, 50 and 60 yards, shoulder to shoulder, bam, with no pass. Jump in the air, you going ahead of somebody undercut you, laying on the ground.
And those cleats
I don't-
are like
I don't
fucking
think that's
knives.
soft. So, exactly. Somebody come to cleat you with their cleats coming right at you up.
That's why I'm playing goalie.
Shit, that's just as dangerous.
Fuck
shit.
all that running.
That ball coming in a damn near 100 miles
That's
per hour.
cool, nigga. Fuck all that
That
running,
motherfucker
though,
knock you in
nigga. You
your
got
head,
me
you
fucked
through.
up, nigga. I ain't got
Math
time.
and
That's why I want to play wide receiver after that
course.
first week of football practice, nigga. All this goddamn running for no reason. So for people that want me to explain, I know some people like me to explain the format when they ask me about the podcast. So check this out. So the What's Up With is like the current event or whatever kind of big is going on, and we all kind of like know about it. But when we get to the funky topics, folks, those are things that whatever member brings up, only that member knows beforehand. So that's what makes for this organic, fresh, front porch type conversation that you get, where a person brings up something like I did, where I brought up your wildest sex moment. No one knew it that I was going to bring that up. I didn't even know I was going to bring that up, really, until we started just chilling here at the table. I didn't know what I was going to speak on, because that's the type of nigga I am, flat out. So.
Getting your Gondo liquid first time is a wild sex experience.
Whoa! You heard what he said, nigga. On that, what he say? That's the denial shit I was saying right there, Big Tiny. That's why niggas don't go to the hospital. That shit right there. That nigga said, what he say? You heard what he said, nigga. That's why niggas don't want to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital, girl, I'm straight. And his head is like, I don't know what the fuck I am, and
All right. So my Funky Five topic was, now that we've all seen the Killer Mike Netflix documentary pretty much. Has anybody
Have
not
we?
seen it? Yeah.
Hey, ooh, Big Tiny, you repping crib? What y'all repping up here?
It's blood pop.
What? Fuck that blood shit, nigga. I'm buying that crib of color, man.
So my question is, so what do you think, now that you've seen it, it's kind of inspired them to kind of do the entrepreneur thing with, the Bloods and Crips. How can we regain some of the momentum that we had pre-desegregation, right, when we still had black businesses and stuff like that? We now know that we need to be more entrepreneurial. So what is your thoughts on the first thing? What's the first thing we do? Because I think we do credit unions and financing institutions so we can keep the money in the community.
Who got how much money? Yeah, I was just about to say.
I was just going to say, you can pool your resources because
Ask
really,
LeBron James. LeBron
James. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to
You got
pull
to
your
get in
resources.
touch with successful black people.
You don't just got to go to the bank to get a loan. First off, who y'all bank with?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't bank with nobody.
Credit union.
Who y'all credit union with?
That's what I'm saying.
Lake Trust.
Chase,
Okay.
I
your
don't
money
trust
does
banks. I bank
Not
nowhere.
black.
I don't trust banks because banks
You fuck with
banks
yourself. If you
sell
just fucking with
your
yourself,
information.
Chuck, if you just fucking with yourself, Chuck, that's black. Not black. I fuck with Chase. They not black. The super fucked up part with Chase is, even though they're a great bank, J.P. Morgan built their foundation off motherfucking slavery. That's what's fucked
One
up.
of the founders.
And that's why we make this podcast, so I can share, so I can share information like this to that girl. Why y'all just black people twisting around? So my black people can know that even though Chase is one of the dopest motherfucking financial institutions out here, J.P. Morgan and them started they shit off fucking slavery. That's how they got their foundation. All right? So what you need to do is you need to find out what banks in this country are black. And there is a black bank in Detroit. I don't know the name off my head. That's what makes this podcast dope. Is niggas just ain't checking information like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but there is a black bank in Detroit. Yeah, something like that. I'm about to open up an account this year, which I plan to own. I'm going to open up an account with them. That's the first thing we need to do. There's things I've talked about in the past where in a neighborhood, if you can get your neighborhood to start some kind of savings and funds operations, that would be huge. If you start something like that where you start a like foundation or account where everybody's putting money in there together. Say if you got a neighborhood, 100 black people.
You can
And
start
y'all-
a credit union.
Yeah, say you got a neighborhood of 100 black people and y'all all putting
Like
like
you saying, just start credit union. Why not?
like $10. Y'all all putting $10 in a pot a month, man. Like that's the shit we gotta start doing. Shit like that. different kind of pots, $10 a pots in them,
But,
in those a month.
But, we too worried
to
about getting
build some
jays
shit.
and getting our nails done and getting our hairs done and getting a fresh cut, making sure the lineup is good. And
I think everybody's worried about that, but we just
so that's gonna be hard for that to do that. These niggas ain't gonna want to do that.
And that's the type of shit we got to do. Like
Independence.
first independent bank in Detroit. That's the shit we got to do, and that's the shit also I wanted to get to on this. Like, what is it that y'all feel y'all lacking in when it comes to buying black? Because I know when it comes into what I'm lacking in buying black, I'm lacking in buying food. You know what I'm saying? Other than clothes.
There is no way of buying black without it being white in some kind of way.
Of course.
You go to a black restaurant, where they getting the food from?
Yeah, that's
You know
that's
what
what we were saying earlier. Is it really?
Shit
Yeah,
like
that's what
that.
we're saying in the other episodes. Is it really? But that's why niggas gotta produce their own shit. Like, shout out to my cousin. That nigga be growing his own shit, fruit, vegetables, all that shit.
I buy my weed black. My weed is black.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It is. No. My weed is black. My black is growing. My black nigga is growing my weed.
yeah.
I got a nigga growing my weed. Shouts out my
Plug it.
huh? I can't plug it.
Yep.
Just know they the plug.
Called black. Yeah.
Just know they the
Yeah.
plug. But yeah, like this liquor and shit we buy, like black people loving Hennessy. That ain't black. You know what I'm saying? It's the sad part is it's a lot of shit created by black people that ain't black. Like a lot of Jack Daniels, I want to say. A nigga did that,
Blown up by black people that ain't black.
and we don't
Like
get our
everything in
due.
the world.
We don't get our fucking due.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Everybody be quick to talk some shit about some shit, but don't even support their own in their backyard. Whether it's clothing, anything.
Hell yeah.
shout out to the Pure Shea shop down there by Eastern Market in Detroit. I was down there a few weeks ago. I bought me a couple bars of soap and some sugar scrubs. You know what I'm saying? But that's black owned. Steady Hand Hustle, one man barber shop show. You know that's black owned. Like we gotta do that. We have to stick to that. Hungry Hustle, Black Gym.
Next level. Barbershop. I'm watching black on.
You know, I have some ladies I know who make their own hair products. I'm gonna be plugging them next episode. Like
They making it.
yeah, they make it themselves. They make their products themselves. So that's what we have to do for our own. We have to show our own that we can do that.
They don't need to be making that bullshit anyway. Just have some discipline and let your hair grow out.
That's what the products is. They got natural hair. That's why they make
No.
shit.
You talking about stuff to make your hair grow out.
Yeah, they got natural hair. They don't do all that bullshit. Like I'm not. God damn, nigga,
You know I be
shit.
cut though with it.
I know you because the viewers know. Shit.
I be on my sister's head, nigga. Oh, why you put that weave in your fucking
He be on
head,
his
nigga?
sister's head and he the youngest. Ain't that's fucked up?
They be mad. Why you putting that perm in your hair for what? Your hair is natural. We good.
But that's what we have to do. Chuck, shouts out. What's your man with the hoodie?
1800heavy.com. Check him out. Detroit born. He got the clothing line for the ladies too. You just check his website out. Look at all the collections.
hoodie looks
Then you
sweet,
got DJ Jammin' J. You check him out on Facebook. He got the North Side hoodies. I know I'm from the North. But if you just want to rep the North Side, you know, it's like the North Face, the North Side. You got them straight out of Arrowwood. You got, you know, all that.
Chuck, I was born on the North and I moved after I was 4.
You an East Side
Am I
nigga.
allowed-
You an East Side nigga.
From the North.
Shouts out exclusive brand, Stackers Starve. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out We Are Movers. You know what I'm saying? There are people out here. Like, I'm tired of people, black people don't do this. Black,
shout out to
like,
Heavy Low ENT.
it hurts my heart hearing that. That's why it hurts my heart. That's why it hurts my
He
heart.
was in the
It don't
promoting
hurt.
business. Now he stepped it up to clothing as well.
Safety Provisions, security team. That's black owned. You know what I'm saying? They gotta deal with a couple places down in Detroit, especially during baseball season in the summertime. My brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were doing what we doing. We always just been like I say, we only race Only group of people been under attack. Always and forever. 24/7.
exactly.
365, nigga, since we been here. Nigga. First airborne
Physically,
attack.
emotionally,
First
socially. all that.
airborne attack on this soil. Fuck you, like we were saying earlier. Oh, you don't want us to forget about the Jews. You don't want to forget about 9/11, but you want us to forget about slavery. But you don't tell nobody about us being the first airborne attack in this country, period. Because we had our own shit.
Exactly.
Popping way better than everything
Y'all
else.
niggas
around
go
this
up there and get
motherfucker.
shot down. We see
You
if,
need to
see
look
if
that
y'all
up
make it.
too.
The fuck?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
You know what I'm saying? Not only that, we'll drop drugs in your neighborhood.
Figure this out.
I told a dude at work one time because he was like, oh, everybody can't be a dirty cop and this and that. And I was like, I'm not saying that. I was like, but you can't be saying we poor, we don't know how to do this and that. But at the same time, we got enough money to be transporting this and that over here and getting it past people who don't give two fucks about us.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't add
not-
up
not
in
logical.
sense of things, my dog.
Yeah,
Like,
man. You
know
got
what
the
I'm
biggest
saying?
drug dealers telling you that they was getting supplied by the CIA.
Yeah.
they use a black. They use
Clearly though, like
what's up? I think.
yeah, they was funner than Nicaraguans. Yeah, hell yeah.
And there's a movie also just with this, and that's the fucked up part with the medical shit too. It don't just go to this drug shit. Even when it comes to the medical shit, we are the bodies that they use to figure out all of this medicine shit with.
Did you know gynecology for the ladies was researched by doing it on slave women?
Yeah.
The guy who invented it.
A lot of
Slavery.
medical shit was
that's how
done
it
with
works.
black women.
Bitch, let me bust you up and with this ride and let's see what's going on.
And that's real.
All right, see y'all next episode. I'll see y'all. I gotta go to the crib.
FPTP 734.
Yes, sir. We about it, yeah.
We out here. Nigga said he ain't know us though. Boy, you tripping.
Y'all didn't even think about that shit. Hey, that's fucked up.
Like, it's cold outside. How you musty?